I said, Lord, help me.
Now everybody got fights, yeah, but wouldn't know what good advice was. Till they leave him lifeless. Another mama crying, it's another crisis. Lord knows we just trying to live righteous. Are you willing just to make the sacrifices? I know we can't continue living like this, and I never sell my soul cause that's priceless. Tell me how we gon' make a living. Hustle on the block, who gon' save the children? Minutes on the plot and I'm just revealing. The media just trying to make a villain. I just take the pain and paint a picture. Voices in my head, I hear the whispers when I feel this way. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless,
And I really can't help it.
so selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me?
I said, Lord, help me.
It's just the way I feel. Mom's been wasting so long. It's just the way to deal with these problems alone. And I really can't take it no more.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super
Okay, Larry, we are about 11 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's the StubHub Center in Carson. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Spins away, and a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and now it's third down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
And some room to roam now. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he is knocked down from the side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On third down. This is Melvin Gordon. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
This is James White, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Schmidt looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
To throw on 2nd down. Schmidt being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Schmidt, he is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Throwing on first down. Schmidt, and that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Carlos Williams that time, and that'll bring up second down.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Schmidt. Now White lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A toss play, Gordon. Stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. To throw on 3rd down. Schmidt. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to power it ahead with Watt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Here we go now. Boom,
So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. You have to figure with a rookie quarterback out there, you have to live with some of these mistakes, except they're going to happen. This one, though, that hurts. You're losing in this game.
And that's what you tell him. You know, that's what you drill on in practice. That's what you work on throughout time. Look, take care of the football, and then we'll let your talents come out. Don't try and force things, and then we end up with big plays like that end up hurting us.
This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down following the run. Operating from the gun. Schmidt. He completes it right side to White. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now White. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
He hits White, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Carry for White. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Detroit! Now let's go!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. calling the penalty. Here's Gordon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now back to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. The drive starts with a run by White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to drop him for a loss of 4.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Melvin Ingram in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Benjamin. Nice footwork at the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
The Chargers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete here on third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. Oh, the spin. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schmidt. And the pressure gets to him again. Corey Legion in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
Well, I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
So 1:51 to go in this first half of play. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Here we go. Over.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 32-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
No, check. Let's go.
From the gun, Schmidt. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, look at 56. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Schmidt eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here, but that will be how this first half comes to an end. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd and 2, Schmidt buying time to us, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Melvin Ingram. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. Dorsett on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots take over. First throw now for the backup Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Melvin Ingram in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
First carry for the former Florida State man. It's Carlos Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Brady to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second down here after the incomplete pass. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him again. And that's his 6th sack of the ball game. One off the NFL record of 7. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A gain of 3, second down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got room. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. Caught left side, Williams. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a handoff looking right. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Being chased out left, and that is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And his kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And now out come the Patriots. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes this out and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Brady. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there for the 7th time in this one game alone. And that will tie him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks in a single NFL game. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Now Brady. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
And that caught up to him. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. In the red zone this time. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And now here's a carry heading left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Brady going to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. And do not ask me to explain what in the world happened there, folks. That's a safety in the strangest of ways. My word. So,
Don't even say it, partner. Don't even say it.
The name Wrong Way Marshall comes to mind.
You said it. You said it.
This might be worse than that, though. It is. This is worse than that. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Brady. This is White on the screen. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now Brady throwing on second down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Forced out to it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots get a score closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for the Chargers on third down. 42 yards on the ground. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. On fourth down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, They're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And running with Pat, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Corey Legent coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. On second down, here's Brady. He'll buy some time right. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On third and long, it's Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Patriots come up empty on fourth down, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a third and 11. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Gronkowski, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Brady. His throw incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Brady now to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ryan Allen now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Returning, it's Benjamin. Able to spin free. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Chargers. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
All right, now, look at 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Second down now after the incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's third down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
On third down, that's Gordon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Eight yards to go here on second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. And now here's a carry heading left. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Wait 20! No, 66!
Now Brady got to have this one. And Allen's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Rivers coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So after the INT, it's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third down, Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-6s in a game? You want to leave him out there so he can work through some of the rough stuff.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
Yeah, low fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. People take me from my haters. Just say me and I won't favor. Say amen. Amen, 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 amen. I hear, get a plan. Osco, that's my whoa. On the low. Got strain on yo-yo. She post up a MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. That boys in that can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Ripping up was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Go up. Walking. Show up. Baby, hold up. Go up. Boy, don't touch. We flow up. She lucky. Cause she 5 mil cash in Tucky. For me, I walk up in demons, spend 10K just like it's nothing. I hang with the demons, they don't play by me, we cut. Woo. I was coolin', Atlanta, mixed with the fan up. I got Santa, I go monkey, all that. Don't do just what I say. Pull up, fast as Uber in that race. She so bad, but she said. I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me